Hello, friends. I hope that I don't upset anybody or sound blasphemous with the title. It's not clickbait, it's just a real question for this video. This topic was the topic that actually made me want to start posting again. And the only reason why it wasn't the first one was because I didn't want to lose my train of thought on yesterday's video, which I can't remember at this time. But anyway, so is the third eye real? So I was in a private session. It was a group private session, and I'll just leave it at that, with a trusted psychic medium. All of us know who this person is. I don't want to say their name because it was a private session, and I don't I won't be able to reference uh, the session so that everybody could see because it was private. But it was with a very trusted psychic medium that we all know and trust, I guess, for the most part. Um, was well, this person is well known. Um, and a question came up from somebody in the group, and this person said, "Oh, I've been told that my third eye is open or opening," and then something else about it. And like, what do you think? And the psychic said, okay, this is a good point for education for the group. There's no such thing as a third eye. And I could have sworn the world stopped for like 4 seconds. And I'm like, what did this person just say? Of course, there's a third eye because we've been told this forever and ever and ever. Um, so many people reference it. And then, of course, my mind started going down a rabbit hole. Like, what if this person's right? Um, so I just started thinking and going down that rabbit hole and thinking that maybe, okay, so like, what if this person is right and there is no such thing as a third eye? So, from what I know, um, I think when people reference the third eye, it's in relationship to the pineal gland. It has something to do with the ability to see, um, and not out of your two normal eyes or earth eyes or whatever. Um, so I started thinking, like, maybe a long time ago, like long time ago, it was just maybe it was easier to reference or understand um, the clairvoyant side as being like your vision or the third eye. Like, oh, because I can see things that others can't see, or in a different way, I have an extra eye because I see things. Um, and I also thought, like, okay, maybe it's it's a way for people to understand that. Like, this is like a long time ago, right? Just thinking how this could have became a reality or a possible truth or a thing, you know. Um, I'm trying to choose my words carefully because I don't want to spawn off into other things or say things that could get people upset. Only because I'm not trying to stir a pot or um, well, I never intend to stir the pot or cause drama or anything like that. I just go down rabbit holes, and I like to try to maybe exercise my mind or um I don't want to say stretch the truth, but maybe, just expound on something, as a thought. But yeah, so I was just thinking like, wow, this it's so mind bending. I remember as a kid, my mom telling me like, oh, the third eye, and this is how you see, and like, just everything that we hear um normally, in our circle or community, that it is a thing. And then when this uh trusted psychic, trusted for me, I know for many, but maybe not all. But when this person said that, it really, I don't want to say shook my world, but it literally paused for like 4 seconds. Like, wait, what did this person just say? Like, how could this person say that? Like, is this for real? And then they just kept explaining it. It's not true. It's a construct. It's made up. And then so that's when I started thinking like, oh wow, maybe, okay, if this person is right, how come it's it's true? And then so I started thinking like, oh, okay, maybe it has to do with people confusing or trying to make sense of clairvoyant, uh of being clairvoyant. Like when I started to work um with Kevin Lewis and Stouffer Cavens, all of a sudden I don't want to say all of a sudden, but for some reason that Claire really took off, and I could see clear as day, and I knew I wasn't seeing it out of my own eyes, so I just assumed it was my third eye. Um, but come to learn, it's being clairvoyant, or yeah, clairvoyance, I think. Hope. But anyway, um, yeah, so I was just thinking like, oh, okay, my third eye is open too. Then all of a sudden, one of them opened it, or it just opened on its own, and never thought anything of it until a week ago, an actual week ago. Yeah, but yeah, just just wanted to put that out there, see see what everybody else thinks. I thought it was a good mind exercise or mind bender, just actually like settling down from this blasphemous comment that this person made, and then trying to, you know, uh, figure out, is there any truth in it? For me personally, kind of works. It kind of works. So, the other thing too is like when that I was thinking about was, maybe we look at it wrong. I don't want to say wrong because we only know what we know, what we're told, or maybe we explore things a little bit and we we find a little bit of knowledge or experience things, and that formulates a truth. Um, so everybody's truth is going to be maybe a little bit different, and maybe not. In some aspects, and so maybe what we refer to as a third eye is either, you know, confusing it with being clairvoyant, or, maybe the pineal gland, or, what we think of a third eye is like a portal that gets opened. Um, yeah, I'm really fighting the urge not to like splinter off here, but I'll try to keep it really tight. So I just remember like when I went to the Sedona retreat last year, there was a shift and I could feel it in my body, in my spirit, everything. And it wasn't, well, I'll just say like I went there rich and came back richy. And so that's just to say, like, there was a big shift, but the shift was, or I don't know how to say it. It was a subtle shift because I'm still the same person, but I'm not. I'm different, and it's just slightly different. But that slight difference seems to me to be a big difference. I still brush my teeth with my left hand and I put my right shoe on first every day. Um, but I don't see things the same. I don't feel the same way. I don't move the same way. So it's some stuff like that. Um, but I did notice a shift in energy, and it was subtle. That's why I say I went there as Rich or Richard, but I came back as Richie. And so it's like the difference of adding two letters to the end of my name, Rich or Richie, right? And that's it. That little subtle shift made me, I don't want to say made me, but it allowed me to open up. Like maybe a portal was opened inside of me, uh, quotes portal was opened up, a third eye, the pineal gland, the tunnel, to see or feel. Um, and maybe that's what's going on with the third eye. Like it's just a portal or a tunnel. And it's not that you have to do like a full 180 in life. Maybe it's just like our awareness or our consciousness needs to shift like 2 degrees, like adding two letters to the end of your name, or um, like tuning a radio from 95.7 to 95.9, something like that. And that's where the gateway opens up to where we're able to experience clairvoyance, clairaudience. Um, our empath opens up and we get to feel what others are feeling, stuff like that. But I'll bring us back. Is the third eye a real thing? Um, I'd love to know what all of you think, um, because I just assumed that it was, and now maybe I kind of don't. Um, yeah, it's very interesting. It's just like after just hearing that statement, it. I don't want to say I question everything because I mean it's not a big deal, but uh, I do like to me as a person, I do like to have like clear definitions of things. I want to know, I want to understand why I feel a certain way or think a certain thing, um, because I think that sets the foundation for belief and or moving forward. But those are just my thoughts. On this topic of is the third eye real. I'd love to know your thoughts if you want to share them in the comments, and if you don't, then that's okay too. But it's just something that hit me kind of strong last weekend. Really wanted me to go down. I actually listened to that question and reply like 5 times because I thought it was so crazy and so off and so like mind bending. Like, did this person just say that? Um, yeah, it was something else. Um, it was a good rabbit hole. Uh, Nowhere near the bottom of it, and that's okay. I just I like going down those rabbit holes though, and so we'll leave it there. But thanks for listening, and I probably won't put out another video. So to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day, um, and I hope this finds you well. See you guys on the next one.